Hello, my name is Best Friend Justin, and this is Q&A with an American living in Noginsk, Russia. I asked my students to write down some questions yesterday, and here I am, answering several of them. I'll try to make these videos every week on a regular basis, so if you have any questions, please feel free to write them down in the comments section below this video. Number 1. What was your childhood dream? I think, like a typical boy, I dreamt of being a sports superstar, or like any child, I wanted to be famous and successful when I was older. I do remember in the second grade, I thought about being a priest, and 2 weeks later, um, my head was filled with the idea of being a fireman. So I know it changed a lot. Number 2, do you think that teaching is your cup of tea? Um, I don't know. I never thought about being a teacher, but here I am. I've been teaching for 14 years. I think I'm good at it. I like it. And I don't know how long I'll continue being a teacher. Maybe 5 years, 10 years, maybe for the rest of my life. Number 3, how did you get to Russia? Well, by plane, of course. But how did I get here? How did I end up here? I studied literature at university, and it filled my head with ideas of travel and adventure. So I wanted to travel after university, and I didn't have enough money. So I thought about work and travel, and the only work that was available was teaching English. So my plan was to teach in one country for a year, for 8 years, and then come back home. But after 14 years, I've only taught in 3 countries. Number 4, what is your favorite Russian boy's name and girl's name? Well, it's Sasha, Dasha, Masha, Pasha, Yasha, Natasha. No. For a boy's name, I like Sava. For a girl's name, I'm not sure. I think if I had children, if I had a boy, I'd like to name him Sava. If I had a girl, I would like to name her after my great grandmother or my great grandmother or my grandmothers. Perhaps Clara, Eileen, or Agnes. Number 5. Is it dangerous to wear a t-shirt with Putin's face on it in the USA? Well, I've never seen anyone wearing this kind of t-shirt, so I think it's very dangerous. Um, Actually, I'm kidding, and I don't think many people would even recognize the cartoon or caricature version of Putin rather than the picture we see on the news. If they do recognize him, I don't think many people would care. Number 6, would you like to show Russia to your family and why? Well, I think the question goes back to you. Would you rather travel in Russia or Europe? Um, I think I would rather meet my family in the middle and go on holiday in Europe. Number 7, who is the most beautiful woman, in your opinion, after your wife and your mom, of course? Oh my goodness, Slava, you're going to get me in trouble here. Actually, I think the prettiest woman in Hollywood right now is Blake Lively. Number 8, do you like the Russian language? And why don't you speak it fluently? Um, I like the Russian language, but I think it's like studying reported speech in English all the time. I don't want to say it's really difficult. I think with any language, you have to work hard at it. But in my situation, people ask me to help them all the time. And I guess I have the personality where I would prefer to help someone else than help myself. So I teach a lot. And at the end of the day, I really don't want to speak English or Russian. I get pretty tired sometimes from teaching. Number 9, would you ever like to do anything besides teaching? What would you do if you moved back to the USA? Um, if I moved back to the USA, I would like to open up a sirok factory. I don't think America has anything like this, and I think it would be a great business. My second idea would be to open up my home in America to Russian tourists and former Russian students so that they can visit me in my hometown and see what normal, usual, typical America is like. Well, that's all I have time for today. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and join me next week for Q&A. If you have any questions, feel free to write them down in the comment section below this video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.